I'm Juan Martinez, and this is Hard Work, More Money.
Ask for money and get advice. Ask for advice, get money twice. I'm from the dirty, but that Chico nice. Y'all call it a moment, I call it life.
How are we doing today?
Good.
We're all good, right? Okay, so it's September 4th, September 1st, and we got 4 months left in this year, right? So we said at the end of last year, the beginning of this year, not for all of you, some of you that were here, half of you, okay, that 2015 was going to be, this group right here, 2015 would be the greatest year that we ever had. That was kind of our commitment. That's what we talked about. 2015 would be the greatest year of our career. And my question for you is that the case?
Yes.
Has this been your best year? Tony, is it your best year?
Yeah.
Okay. John?
Oh yeah.
Ace?
Yes.
Okay. Oscar, you've been around for a while. Who else? Isabel, is it your best year? Okay, good. Carolina?
Could be better.
You weren't here at that time, but this is one of your best years,
Yes.
right? And you haven't been here that long.
Yep.
Okay. So, do you feel that you're building momentum and that things are going your way? That's my question. For this year, do you feel that you're building momentum and things are going your way?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. And I know we all have our moments. We all have tough times. There's always doubt that kicks in at times. But ultimately, are we moving in the right direction? Do you feel that individually with your careers here in this office?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you clear with the direction with the business, with your business and where you're headed? Are you clear where you want to be?
Yes.
It has to be crystal clear for you guys, right? Your vision of your business must be crystal clear. What does it look like? Your plan must be defined on how to get there, right? So vision is clear. Then what is the plan to get there? And so yesterday I spent the entire day in a mastermind group in a beautiful suite at the Wynn Hotel, 35th floor, whole view of the city. And it was 5 of us or 6 of us in a mastermind group. And I usually mastermind with this group, once, maybe twice a year. And we go to great places and we spend a day or two masterminding on this organization, okay? So yesterday morning we started going into financials. We start getting into these different departments of the organization and breaking things down and going into details, okay? And I feel by noon we're getting too caught up in the small details, okay? And sometimes the little, at times the little details doesn't make sense because the big picture isn't clear and isn't laid out, right? So I think this is relevant to us and what we're doing. We spent the second half of the day, okay, working on the big picture for the organization. I said, hold up here, this doesn't, I'm not feeling inspired. I don't feel like this is, a powerful day of our normal mastermind, getting excited. There's something wrong here. And I said, so what is, let's scratch the small details. What is 3 to 5 years out? What is the big picture? What is big for us? What are we doing here? What are we trying to accomplish? Okay? And it changed the whole dynamic of the meeting. Completely changed the whole dynamic. And it became clear what the future holds for this organization. Okay? And at that point, okay, when it became clear and we got really excited and we start working on a mission statement and what is this organization representing and what we're trying to accomplish, then we were able to put all these pieces together, right? The departments, the divisions, the pillars, and start assembling it and putting it together. And then everything started making more sense because we're clear on where we're heading. So my point to you is this: are you clear on what you want 3 to 5 years from now?
Yes. I am.
Yep.
Okay, good. Is it like crystal clear?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so last night, what a night! I came home early, and so I spent some time masterminding with this one here,
Her name's Elizabeth.
As opposed to the other one.
This organization versus the other organization. And I probably didn't stop for like 2 hours or 3 hours. And just said, okay, look, this is what the big picture looks like, right? And because I got some ideas from the mastermind for our own company. And hey, what if we did this? What if it looked like this? And it was just big thinking out there of what the possibilities are, okay, for us as a company, right? And so we spent some time there, and then it got to a point where I got so excited, I didn't fall asleep till about 2 in the morning. And so that's not good. It's good, but it wasn't good, right? Because I'm only on a few hours of sleep. But how much business would you be doing with the big picture? I mean, you really have to spend time, and you got to talk to somebody. Talking to yourself is no fun, which is another conversation that I had with her. I said, do you, as we grow and rebuild this, do you really want to hear, you want to go through all the details and every little thing of what that big picture is? I said, because I don't want to come home and bring what we do at the office and bring it home every night and just only talk about real estate, right? And growth and business and stuff like that. So we had a deep conversation about that. It was pretty fun and exciting. But how much business do you want to do 3 to 5 years from now? How much income do you want? What kind of money do you want to make? It's endless in this business, right? It is endless. You can make as much money as you want. It's totally up to you, okay? Would you have a team? Would you have a staff? What would your day look like? Who would you be? How do you walk? How do you dress? Who are you, okay? How would this affect your personal life? How would this affect your family? If you're earning $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year, how would that affect you? Think about these things, right? Food for thought. So when the big picture becomes clear, then you can define a business plan that will support it. And each and every one of you are capable of doing a minimum of 50 closed transactions a year. Okay? But it's up to you guys. And some of you are already doing it. Right? So what is the next level for you? There's always got to be a next level. Because let me tell you something, you get stuck at one amount, let's say it's 50, and you're just happy there and happy there and happy there, you become complacent, right? We always have to push and stretch to the next level. So what is the next level for you? And what is that big picture? And maybe you guys should, get together in groups of 4, and go mastermind. Maybe leave the office, go somewhere that's exciting, go out of town, go rent a big suite at one of the hotels. I tell you, it's pretty inspiring. It really is. I got a whole different view of let's just say, the Trump Tower, and the Strip, and then the Palazzo, and just, it's like, man, the city is so big and there's so much opportunity, right? And there's so many houses to list. There's so many sales that happen. And how much of that are you taking? Because every 2 or 3 deals more that you do, we put an agent out of the business, which is a good thing. We've got to get the part-time agents out, okay? So think about that. And what are you going to do and who you're going to partner up with? Push yourself to make that happen. When you're clear on the big picture and the business plan is written out, then your day-to-day that you do and the day-to-day grind becomes easier, simpler. You understand why you're doing it. Sometimes, man, we're in that rat race. We don't even know why we're doing it. Maybe it became habit. But it's got to be clear every day. You got to know why you're working towards what your goal is and why you're working towards it. Okay? Does this make sense to you guys?
Yes.
Is there any questions in regards to your big picture? No. Feel free to throw anything out. Because we could sit on this all day long. The big picture. Are you crystal clear on where you're headed? I hope you are. Because if you're just working to work, you're not going to achieve big numbers, big things. I just want to talk to you a few moments about the day-to-day. See, if you have the big picture, you have the business plan written out to get you there, the day-to-day becomes easier, okay? Sometimes the day-to-day can be a grind. I know that, right? For me, it isn't. But for you who do not have the habits of being on the phones for 6 or 8 hours, or in lead generation 6 to 8 hours, and it hasn't become a habit, it can be a grind, right? So let's just say for John, who pushes out probably 6 hours a day, it's probably not so much a grind. He enjoys doing it, kind of like I did when I did it for years. Sometimes it could be a grind. Sometimes you're not getting the results. That's part of it. I understand that. I hope that we can all agree that we are in the sales business. We are in the sales business, and what do we sell? Just in case, what do we sell? We sell homes. We got to be clear on that, okay? And being that we're in sales, we must accept that accepting rejection, understanding rejection is a natural part of what we're doing. Okay? That is part of our business. We have to accept that. And some of you coming in new, it's tough. Some of you coming from another company, it's hard to accept that. To see others on the phones and producing appointments and getting on the phones and being rejected a lot, it's tough. But this is part of what we do. Don't be afraid to be rejected. Okay? Don't worry about the for sale by owner who hangs up on you or tells you to go fly a kite. Okay? Yeah, it's okay. This is a natural part of the process. Don't get offended with it. You're salespeople. It's okay. This is what makes you better. The more you get rejected over the years, the better you will become. Okay? When you're making a just sold call and you get rejected 100, 200, 300 times, it's okay, because at some point you're going to find a listing. It's part of it. I do 100 contacts a day. I take a listing a week. That's 50 a year. That's $300,000 income. How bad is that? Right? That's what Noe does. Noe Raya. A lot of rejection every day for 10 years. That's why he does the volume of business that he does. Doesn't faze him. He's probably one of the guys here with the best attitude in the office. Right? Always smiling, never negative. You know, just a pretty happy-going guy. Right? This is a sales business. It's okay that you get rejected. You're going to get rejected with your past clients and center of influence. Not that much, but it's going to happen. Don't think that every past client center of influence is going to reject you and that's why you don't call them. Call them. It's okay that they don't remember who you are. That's part of the process. Right? You're going to get rejected when you're qualifying a seller. I'm not going to tell you how much I owe. When you come out here, I'll tell you. I'm not going to tell you how much I want to list for. You tell me how much we need to list for. No. This is how it works. I'm not going to come out until you tell me how much you owe on the property. I can't service you if you don't give me the information. People are going to reject you. They're going to say, sorry, I don't want to do business with you. No problem. Part of the process. You're going to get rejected when you do a listing presentation. This is part of it. This is normal. Especially if you're competing against other agents. Don't get offended. You get rejection when you're doing practice and role play. A lot of you don't practice because you feel, maybe a little intimidated. Maybe you're not going to do the scripts well. It doesn't matter. We're doing this as a team, right? It's okay to be a part of it. Doesn't matter. But the fear of rejection of a group, over the phone, practicing, role playing, all this stuff creates all these fears, and don't let the real salesperson that you have inside of you come out. Door knocking, massive rejection. Okay? Rejection is a good thing. It's okay to get rejected. If you're being rejected daily, that means you're closer to what?
Yes.
To a yes. If you have 0 rejection for the day, isn't the yes farther away?
Yep.
Okay. Are you an active agent or are you a passive agent?
Active.
We are one hell of an active office. Okay? Passive agents don't like rejection. Okay? Active agents love rejection because they know they're closer to that next deal. Active agents make rejection part of their day-to-day. So when you're on a listing presentation, do you say, hey, listen, I'm a passive agent, and I'm going to wait for somebody to call me or submit an offer? Do you say that to your sellers?
No.
You got to believe in what you're doing. You got to say, I'm an active agent. I'm going to spend 6 to 8 hours every day looking for buyers for your home. Do you want the most prepared, most professional agent working on your behalf, Mr. and Mrs. Seller? Of course you do. You want the hardest working agent in the industry working on your behalf? Of course you do. I mean, you should be taking 7, 8% listings. Why not? You're worth it, okay? So, big picture, accept rejection, put a plan that will follow that big picture. That's where we're heading, okay? So, you are an active agent. You are the most prepared, most professional agent in the marketplace. You are the best. You are powerful. Rejection is normal. Rejection is easy. It's natural. You're in charge. Don't stop. Keep pushing. Keep pressing. This is your time. This is your opportunity. This is your business. Let's take this to the next level for the next 4 months. Let's not fall asleep. Let's go to work. Kids are back in school. Let's make this happen. Okay? Make it a powerful week. Thank you.
Ask for money and get advice. Ask for advice, get money twice.